So, to be honest, I really just wanted a job when I was graduating from Bucknell, and I don't think I even had any idea how to go about getting one or like the whole process. I was like very young and I guess nervous about the whole situation. So, I ended up like, interviewing with some companies. Most of them were in defense contracting. But then I sort of narrowed it down to I want to live in New York City, and started looking at work there. And really, the work there is the big infrastructure projects and the railways and the buildings. So I ended up going into power for critical facilities and data centers. It's important to do your research and ask employees or future colleagues, like, what are the pros and cons of working in a certain company or industry? I didn't really ask any questions, but it's been an interesting journey and I can't complain. Everyone's been just really nice along the way. And I think going into the field that you're most interested in during college is probably important. I would say if you have some particular interest, like follow that and see where it leads. You have to sort of balance like what you're interested in, what you're targeting, and then like what doors are open to you.
I think some of it was motivated by what I thought an engineer was, what I thought an engineer should do, and what I should do having, an advanced degree in electrical engineering. I think there was this like idea that I had formed in my head, maybe because that's what like, society and media have like, impressed upon me as what was expected. And so I think I was looking for a certain level of job or a certain like prestige. Like when I was applying to school, like when I made my decision to go to graduate school, I kind of narrowed it down to two places. And I based my decision not on the program that was most interesting to me, but I based my decision more on like, oh, this place is more prestigious. Like if I go to an Ivy League school, that'll definitely be better, even though the program isn't that interesting to me. That's probably the better thing. I'll do that. So right, so I work here in the Makery, one of three maker spaces at Bucknell, and I feel like that is like a pillar of maker spaces is creativity or curiosity. They go hand in hand, really, creativity and curiosity. But right, yeah, no, curiosity is huge because curiosity is asking questions, right? It's like having not knowing something and just saying, like, oh, okay, I don't know that, and then moving on or just settling there, but like saying like, okay, I don't know it. Why don't I know it? Or what specifically don't I understand about this? How can I figure things out? What can I do? Who can I ask? Which questions can I ask? Which resources can I tap into? What can I like play with and like break and fail at in order to get more information? So yeah, curiosity is huge for so much of the things that I do, in the makerspace. But even like, I'm in this like pseudo staff faculty role now too, where I teach our second year design course. And so at the end of the day, at the end of my course, students see so much and we just scratch the surface. And I tell them all, listen, the minute you leave this class, you will not remember any of this. And that's totally fine. I'm not interested in you like being a PCB wizard or a CAD wizard when you leave here. That's not the goal of this course. The goal of this course is kind of twofold. A, to give you exposure to these tools, but another big part of it is just making people curious. I've kind of like this semester especially, I'm trying to like bring in a lot of things because I'll look at, websites that I find where people just post like, hey, here's a cool thing I built, or here's how I hacked a thing to do something different. And people are really good about documenting that process because they want to share it with other people. So I think that's fun to read. And I look at it primarily because I think it's cool and I think it's awesome to see what other people do because I'm curious and I really want to instill that curiosity in the 201 students.
I think the people today, they feel like they've got to know everything like right from the get-go. No, when I was at Bucknell, I switched my major three times, and it's harder to do that today, I think. So earlier in my career, uh, one of the things is that you don't really know where you're going off the bat. And so asking that people say it all the time that there are no dumb questions, and that's really, really true.